This is Dr. Jack Martin, Chief Medical Officer of PeriRx. I'd like to introduce you to SaliMark OSCC, the accurate, simple, and painless salivary DNA test for oral cancer. We believe that this is the missing piece in your customer's oral cancer exam protocol. The primary care dentists and hygienists are on the front line in screening for oral cancer. Dental practitioners and hygienists have the opportunity to change their patient lives by detecting oral cancer in early stages. Early detection of this debilitating disease can save patients from disfigurement and reduce the mortality rate. Today, practitioners and hygienists can implement an accurate, simple, and painless salivary DNA test into their oral screening protocol. SaliMark OSCC is the missing piece in their oral exam. What is SaliMark? SaliMark was developed specifically to help practitioners quantify the risk of oral cancer after a concern is identified during screening. SaliMark's quantitative test results based on molecular DNA laboratory analysis helps to identify patients at very low risk and those at increased risk that would benefit from further evaluation or referral. This test can easily be done by hygienists after the dental practitioner identifies a patient to be at risk. So how is SaliMark used? After a suspicious lesion or a patient of concern for other reasons is identified, the SaliMark OSCC test is done. Patients with low risk scores should have follow-up with their primary provider. Patients with moderate and high risk scores would most benefit from referral to a specialist. The specialist would take the quantitative test score into account along with their own assessment of the individual patient in their decision to either follow the patient or proceed with biopsy. The superior predictive accuracy of SaliMark OSCC is based on over 10 years of National Institutes of Health funded scientific studies in over 900 patients. A multi-marker model is used which incorporates 3 cancer genes to maximize performance as compared to a single marker test. The SaliMark OSCC low-risk test scores are a very strong predictor of freedom from cancer. There was nearly 99% negative predictive value of a low-risk test score in our prospective blinded clinical trial. High-risk test scores were associated with a 2 to 3 times increased chance of having cancer. So how do you take a patient sample? For convenience, the instructions for obtaining a sample are included in the inside cover of our test kit box. The test box includes everything necessary to obtain a sample and send it to the laboratory. The patient simply rinses their mouth with water and then spits 1 to 2 mL of saliva into the collection tube through a disposable funnel. The funnel is then removed and the tube is capped. The tube then needs to be shaken in order to dissolve the preservative in the bottom of the tube. You will see a color change in the saliva when the preservative dissolves. The sample is then placed in a biohazard bag. The patient is registered through our HIPAA-secure website. That will provide a barcoded label which should be included in the shipping envelope along with the specimen. There is a prepaid FedEx label which gets placed on the shipping envelope, and the office simply needs to call FedEx to schedule a pickup. We recommend that the sample be shipped the day that it's collected. If for some reason there's a delay in being able to send it, our preservative stabilizes the markers in saliva for up to 1 week. Therefore, it can be shipped the next day when circumstances require it. Your practitioners, of course, will be asking about costs related to this test. The practitioners order our test kits in boxes of 10 for a cost of $199.99, so approximately $20 per test kit. What should the practitioner charge for administering the test? The practitioner should set their charges for their time to administer the test, examine and counsel the patient about the results based on the time that they spend with an individual patient. The laboratory test fee is $180. This fee is billed to the patient or the practice credit card at the time the test is administered. Whether to use the patient or the practice credit card is up to the discretion of your dental customers. So let's discuss insurance reimbursement. The SaliMark laboratory analysis fee can be submitted for reimbursement to medical insurance using an existing CPT code 81599, which is for a multi-analyte assay with algorithmic analysis. That refers to a test, such as SaliMark, that uses a combination of markers put together into one single final test score. In terms of the dentist charges for their services, these charges can be submitted under existing medical CPT or dental CPT codes for potential reimbursement. For convenience, the ParaRx website provides ADA and CMS forms that can be submitted by either the patient or their practitioner. Additional detailed information about coding and insurance is available on the ParaRx website. This slide is provided as a step-by-step reference on how to use SaliMark OSCC. It gives you information on how to register your practice on the website to become a SaliMark user. It gives information on how to register a patient for a test, information on how to submit for insurance reimbursement, and how to use a HIPAA-secure website to obtain your patient test results within 72 hours. The following video will give additional details on these steps.
ParaRx introduces SaliMark, the first accurate, simple, and painless salivary DNA test for oral cancer. SaliMark, the solution for the early detection of oral cancer. Once on our homepage, don't miss our free oral cancer webinar series, where you can earn a total of 3.5 CEs. Under the Providers section, click on Register Your Practice. This will bring you to this page, where you will see a red button. Click on Register Your Practice Now. This will bring you to this page, where you will select the state in which your practice is located. Once on this page, please fill out the practice information and also the administrator's account information. The billing contact and the patient reports contact are optional. And then you can press on Create My Account. After you have successfully registered your practice, click on the Login button. Now you'll need your username and password. Once you have logged in successfully, you will be in our HIPAA Secure Accounts function menu. Here, you can edit your account, you can register your patient for a test, you can view test results, you can order test kits, add ordering providers, and view test orders. From our website, your staff can order SaliMark test kits, or they can order them from their dental representative. You can also conveniently order SaliMark brochures for your staff and patients. They come in the categories of patient, hygienist, and practitioner. Now, let's discuss how to identify a patient.
Yes, I agree. This lesion is an area of concern. We should perform the SaliMark test. Ms. Jones, we found a lesion on the inside of your right cheek. Now, this may be nothing, but we have a simple, painless DNA test that we can perform to assess your risk of oral cancer. SaliMark is a highly effective test to determine whether you should continue to see us in our office or if we should send you to a specialist for further evaluation.
This is concerning. If I had the test done today, when will I have the test results?
We'll call you in 72 hours to go over the results and discuss what you need to do next.
For your convenience, we have step-by-step instructions on the inside cover of the test kit.
All I need you to do is rinse your mouth out with the water and then fill to the second line with your saliva.
The hygienist throws away the disposable funnel, shakes the tube to activate the preservative, and secures the white cap. On the HIPAA Secure Accounts Function menu, click on Register Your Patient for a test. All you have to do is fill in the first and last name of the patient, their date of birth, and their gender. The date of sample is automatically generated. At the bottom of the page, please click your appropriate payment method and then process your payment. Now that the patient has been registered and payment has been accepted, you are able to print the barcoded requisition form that is placed in the envelope with the sample. Print the patient claim support form for your patient's insurance submission. We recommend you keep a copy of this for your records. Mrs. Jones, here's your credit card and your receipt. And Paya, here's the barcoded requisition form that goes in the envelope with the sample.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Once the specimen has been sealed in the biohazard bag, place it in the white bubble envelope provided, along with the printed barcode requisition form. There is a prepaid FedEx shipping label included in the test kit. So all you have to do now is call FedEx to schedule a sample pickup. Under coding and insurance, providers have all the information at their fingertips for coding. There is a downloadable quick sheet to print out and refer to. ICD-10 codes for diagnosis, CPT codes for medical services rendered, CDT codes for dental services rendered. And at the bottom of the page, we have our laboratory diagnosis code for the patient's insurance submission. In the patient section, both dental and medical submission forms are available to download and print for your patient. On our home page, under the Providers section, click on How to Administer a Test. There you will see step-by-step instructions on how the SaliMark test is administered. Also, on the home page, under the Provider section, click on Access Patient Test Results. 72 hours after the lab receives the sample, you can log into our HIPAA Secure page and type in your previously registered username and password. Go under View Test Results. And this is what the test result looks like, and it includes a patient algorithm. The last section under Providers is how to read test results. Here we go into great detail explaining to you the low, moderate, and high-risk scores of our patient algorithm.
Ms. Jones, I have good news. Your test results came back and you're in the low-risk category. This means that the chance of the lesion we found being cancerous is exceedingly low. To be on the safe side, I'd like to follow up with you in 4 weeks to see if there's any changes. All right, thank you. Bye. Ms. Jones, your test results came back and you're in the high-risk category. This does not mean you have cancer. However, there's enough concern that I'm going to refer you to a specialist for further evaluation. He's going to take the test results into consideration along with his own evaluation to decide what steps to take next, which can include a biopsy. I'll transfer you to the front desk so we can make an appointment for you. All right, thank you. Bye.
Moderate scores may raise enough concern to also warrant a referral to a specialist. Visit the PeriRx website today and start providing your patients with this cutting-edge oral cancer screening technology.
I thank you for your interest and attention, and I'd like to call your attention to the value-added services available on the comprehensive PeriRx website. On this site, your customers can order product directly from Benco, They can conveniently register their practice to become PeriRx SaliMark users. As discussed, the HIPAA Secure website allows for ordering patient tests and viewing the results. There are dentist, patient, and hygienist brochures available. There's also access to clinical trial information, flyers, news, and publications on other oral cancer resources. There's a complimentary webinar that your customers can view on demand that will provide up to 3.5 CE credits. Live webinars are offered quarterly. Your customers can schedule an advanced consultation with me, the Chief Medical Officer, to address any additional specific questions that they have. Our clinical support specialists are available on demand at the PeriRx main phone number listed here. And your customers can email our customer service department at info@perirx.com. At this point, we're happy to address any questions related to the use of this product. Thank you very much again.